Hey guys, Travis, Kerr Family Flip Show. So today's episode, I'm going to show you a full week of our sales, and maybe we'll keep a running tally as we run through that, and maybe give you a little bit of commentary on what we looked for in that item, what we paid for it, what we sold it for. And so you can kind of see what a typical week looks like for us. And hopefully our bubble wrap just came in, and as you can see, our tape supply, just some of our shipping supplies, hopefully we can put those items to good use. But if you haven't seen this channel before, we're a family of resellers that source things from various places such as auctions, estate sales, yard sales, flea markets, Amazon return stores, or anywhere that we can find something low and sell it online for a profit. So the mission here is to help others who maybe want to do this for themselves, who are looking for a way to make some outside income, be it part-time, full-time, because if we can do it, you can do it too. So I hope you'll stay tuned, check it out, and enjoy. First thing going out this week are these Ultra Trail running boots. We bought these, Camden and I bought these at the Highway 21 100-mile yard sale. I believe we paid around $15 for these. These just sold for $95 free shipping. Next going out is this TWA Boeing, and I believe this is a Phoenix model. Some of these didn't carry as much value, but if you saw we hit the jackpot at this estate sale, this one just sold for $35. Some of the ones that we bought sold for well over $200 in this same size range. So didn't carry as much value, but only have maybe a couple dollars into each one of these planes. So we'll get this packaged up. Next going out is this So Clean CPAP cleaner. And so these are used to clean CPAPs. And so you can't sell a lot of CPAP type items because they are considered medical devices, but you can sell these cleaners. We sold a number of these. This one didn't carry as much value as some of these that we sold it, but if you see these, be sure to be on the lookout. This one just sold for $39.99, and I'll try to flash on the screen what we paid for that. Next going out for Monday sales is this Magnavox VCR DVD combo, and so this just sold for $89.99. So we'll get this ready to go out. These are something you always want to be on the lookout for. They sell super fast, especially on eBay. And we normally will pay like in the $5 to $10 range. And sometimes you will pay up for these. But if they work, these are really good sales. And they're pretty easy to ship as well. Next up for Monday sales is this Shark vacuum charger, and I'm not sure what particular model this is. We probably just parted this out, and believe it or not, there's not much to this at all, but this just sold for $38.99. So in some cases, not all, but if you do see Shark vacuum cleaners and parts and accessories, they can be pretty profitable because this is small and will probably be borderline on first class to ship out. So good little find there. Next up is this New Wave oven dome. So this is an amber dome. This just sold for $38. We generally sell these for more, but I think this time of year during the summer, these probably don't move as well as they will later. So we've sold these for over $50 before. So this one sold for $38. We'll get it out while demand is low. And then if you find these for $5 to $10, they're normally worth picking up because you can sell the motor for probably $35, $40, somewhere in that range. And you can sell these all the way up to $50 when the demand is higher, probably a little bit later this year in the fall and the winter, but we'll get this ready to go. Next going out is this Breville Stone Pizza Oven. So the buyer paid $89.99 all in, so around $69.99 plus shipping. So I am not 100% sure what we paid for this. I will find out and try to flash that on the screen, but a pretty good sell. And although this is fairly big and heavy, it won't be all that hard to ship out. We'll bubble wrap it real good and put it in likely a Lowe's small or medium box and get that sent on to its new home. So pretty good sell there. Next going out for Monday sales is this Food Saver vacuum sealer. We probably paid around $5 to $10 for this, and this just sold for $77.99. So it is now Tuesday, and so some of the Tuesday sales are first, and I believe this might have been in the last video that I did, is this DeWalt wet dry vac. And I actually bought this for $1, and this just sold for $45 plus the buyer paying shipping. So the buyer probably paid around $56 for this total. So not bad for $1 into $45. The next item going out is this aqua-powered device, and I believe this is for some form of a pool cleaner. And believe it or not, Camden and I bought this at the the Highway 21 100 mile yard sale. We paid $2 for this, and this just sold for $139.99. So super good find there. The next two items that are going out to different buyers, but they're really in the same family, and we bought these at the same sale, is I believe we paid $5 for an entire bag of catcher's gear. And so these things sell really fast, and I think this is the third catcher's or umpire set that we've sold in the past couple weeks. And so this one sold for $70, and this set sold for $50. So $5 for both of those, and turn that into $120 some odd dollars in sales, give or take. Pretty good find there. So definitely be on the lookout for catchers and umpire type equipment, because it can sell, and this stuff has sold really fast. It was probably only listed about a week. Next going out is this Bowflex, this is one of those, it's no weights included, but this is for the adjustable weight set that Bowflex has. So anytime you see Bowflex, it could be a pretty good find. So this, I believe we paid about $7 for, and I think this just sold for around $50. And so it's really not that heavy without the weight, so it should be easy to ship. Next up is the Panasonic OmniVision VCR. So these are always a good find. They sell really fast. This just sold for $69.99, and it had the remote with it. In some markets with the remote, they can even do much better than that. But anytime you see this blue line, and in fact, sometimes you don't even have to have a blue line. Just the Panasonic VCRs in general do pretty well. But anytime you hear blue line, that's where that reference comes from. So $69.99, we probably paid, I'm going to guess, maybe $5, $10 at the very maximum for this. All right, guys, so it is officially Wednesday, and so here are our Wednesday sales. So the first thing that's going out are these Nike Air Max Reacts. We bought these at Goodwill for, I believe, either $4.99 or $5.99, and the buyer just paid around $52 all in for these. So we will get these packed up. Next up is something you always want to be on the lookout for if you are into reselling, is Department 56, especially these standards ones that don't have like the Dickens series. Those don't seem to do as good, but I spent like $400 or $500, maybe closer to $600. I can't remember, one Saturday at the last day of an estate sale. And so they had these marked down, and I bought a ton, and we've already sold a ton of these. So the buyer paid around $63 for this. I'm going to guess I probably have $5 or $6 into each unit after I did the math on all the ones that I bought. So really good sell, and I've got plenty of more of these to go. And I think these sales will continue to pick up as we get closer to the holidays. Next going out is this Cobra HS9 driver, 12-degree driver. I bought this at a yard sale maybe a month or two ago, and this just sold for $74.99. I ended up buying like a whole lot of golf clubs, and the guy just made me this offer on his own, and I probably paid like $1 for this, believe it or not. Just sold for $74.99. We'll pay for shipping, which will probably be around $10 or so, and so really good sale there. Next going out is this First Alert smoke alarm combination pack. We sold this for $40, and we bought this for probably around $7.49 at a bin store. So after fees and shipping and everything, we'll probably make about $20 on this sale. Next up for our Wednesday sales is this Bosch Tassimo coffee maker, and I believe we paid anywhere from the $5 to $10 range for this, and I think we may have gotten this at a thrift store if I'm not mistaken, and this just sold for $50. Next up is staying in the same theme as this Bund coffee maker. We bought this, I believe Camden, I asked him before I filmed, I think he said he paid $5 for this. This just sold for right at $60, so we will get this shipped out as well. But anytime you see Bund, you definitely want to look it up. They're not all worth it, but quite often they can be really good money, and you can, in many cases at thrift stores and yard sales, find them for relatively cheap. Next out for Wednesday sales is this rainbow power nozzle. And so this is the reason that if you watch our channel that our eyes light up anytime we see rainbow and certain other older vacuum cleaners. Look how beat up this is. and we probably paid like $5 or $10 for the entire unit. And then you can part out the hose, and we can part out these power nozzles. And even as raggedy and jagged as this thing is, and still kind of dirty, to be honest, and we even put in the listing to see pictures, this sold, the buyer just paid like $64 all in for this power nozzle. So vacuum cleaners can be really profitable, sometimes dirty, but. And the last item going out for our Wednesday sales are these Air Maxes. And we bought these with the box, which helps add a little bit of value and maybe helps them sell a little bit faster. But these are in really good shape. We bought these at a flea market for $20, I believe. And the buyer just paid $65 all in for these. So really good sell there. Paid up a little bit for those, but it was worth it because they sold relatively quickly and still very profitable. On to Thursday sales, we had 6 items that sold today. And so these are Brooks Ariel 18s. These are Brooks Anthem 4s. Ironically, these both sold on the same day for the same amount, $35 a piece. We probably paid $4.99 to $5.99 for these. I believe we picked these up at Goodwill. And this is their standard shoe price. So not the biggest money maker, but we'll certainly take it. They're easy to ship. Next thing is this OEM Toyota radio, original equipment manufacturer. Anytime we find OEM radios, we generally pick these up for $5 to $10. This one just sold for $80. So we'll get that packed up. If you watch our channel at all, you know that we've sold a number of these, but these are limb savers that go in the back of a gun to save your shoulder. We bought a massive amount of these for $3.21 a piece. This one just sold for $19.97. Last 2 sales for Thursday are these shut, however you want to say it, football pads. Camden and I bought these at the 100-mile yard sale, Highway 21, and paid $5 for these. The buyer just bought these and paid about $51 all in. So we'll get these packed up. These seem to just sell extremely well. These kids' football pads. This is probably like the 4th, maybe 5th one of these that we've sold in the last couple months. So definitely be on the lookout for those. This is a WeBoost signal booster. We actually sold something from the WeBoost family, I think in my last video, if I'm not mistaken. We actually paid up a little bit for this. This was at Goodwill. Camden bought it for $45, and it just sold for $140. So these are our Thursday sales. So on to Friday sales. So this is first thing going out. This is an iVac, and we've sold a number of these as well. You've probably seen them on some of our videos if you watch this, but this vacuum cleaner is one that I believe that you sweep things down into here and it automatically sucks it up, so you don't have to worry about a dustpan or anything. This just sold for $68.99, and I believe we probably paid about $5 for this, so really good sale there. Next thing going out, we bought these at an auction, and this massive lot of gun dice, and this is just one of many of these that we've sold, and this is one of the lower dollar items, but it's really kind of how you can pad your profit on some of these sales. But this little guy just sold for $25, so we'll get him packed up. One of the harder to believe sales is this Bath and Body Works thank you candle, which I'm assuming is discontinued. Smells amazing, but this thing just sold for $49.99. I don't even remember how much we paid for it, but it was like a few bucks. So that one just kind of was baffling to me that somebody would pay $49.99 for this candle, but they did. So we will get that ready to go. And I think there's actually comps where they're at higher than that, but I couldn't see myself holding out on a $50 offer for this little candle. And then this is an Arlo, I think it's like some kind of security camera holder. This is part of a huge lot that we sold as well, and this is one of the cheaper items in that. Some of the items are selling for $100+ a piece. This sold for $8, so we'll get that packaged up. And then this is a heavy-duty utility scale that goes up to 250 pounds. And so I think we paid like $10 for this, and this just sold for, I believe, $68. I will fact check myself and throw it on the screen if I'm wrong. And then this is another limb saver sold, same deal as Wednesday, $19.97. So we'll get that to its new home. And then the last item, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yep, is this rainbow power nozzle. Like I said, any of these old school rainbow vacuums, Electrolux, Aris, which is part of Electrolux, Filter Queen. There's several other brands, but this power nozzle just sold for $68. And a lot of times you can pick up the entire unit for like $5-10 and sell some of the hoses and everything for, 60-70 bucks and get like $200 out of some of those vacuum cleaners just selling the pieces because you just can't find them anymore. So Saturday sales, this was a very light Saturday. This is kind of a puny pile here, but we'll certainly take it. I haven't ran the numbers on this, but I'm thinking this week is probably going to be well below our average. But that's the way it goes. You have your ebbs and flows. But first thing going out is the SteelSeries mouse. We bought probably like 7 or 8 of these for $7.49. I think this thing just sold for like $27, $28. Not a lot of money here, but these sell really well and fast. So didn't mind paying up a little bit for something that I know that is going to move relatively quickly. It might be the third or fourth one of these that we've sold over the last couple weeks. This is I think it's called an Elgato Stream Deck. I believe this is for content creators. And maybe I should have kept this for myself. I don't even know what it does, but Elgato Stream Deck. We paid $7.49 for this as well at a bin store. And I think this just sold for around $85. Again, I'll fact check myself there, but somewhere in that family, around 85 bucks. And then these little guys are little kids camo Crocs with the fuzzy liner. Probably paid, I think, like $2 for these, and these just sold for $19.97. On to Sunday and another Department 56 sale. Like I said, I think I probably have maybe $5-6 in this. This is Bailey's Blacksmith. And so this just sold, and I believe the buyer paid around 60 some odd dollars all in. So we'll get that out. Next up for the Sunday sales is this Nikon camera. And we bought this big box of things. Well, actually, Camden bought this at a church sale with a bunch of other really good items. This just sold for, I believe, $159 or $160. We paid $5 for the entire box, which is what they had on the box. I don't think we even realized how good this was until we got home. So really good find there. These 35 millimeter, like old school cameras, especially certain brands, can do really well. So definitely be on the lookout for those. Super blessed to be able to find and resell that. This is a Wavelength whole home Wi-Fi system that just sold, and I believe the buyer paid around 60 some odd dollars for this, and I don't even remember what we paid for this. I'll have to check on that and try to flash it on the screen. And then next up is a piece for a bread maker. I would not highly encourage you to go out and look for bread maker parts, but there are certain ones that actually the parts sell well. The units do not sell that well at all. So I would not make this your niche, but this we probably paid maybe $5 for the entire bread maker. And then this is probably the main part. So it has the paddle and this insert here. This just sold for $38. So we'll get that packaged up and out the door. So 2 more items sold that got packed up before I could even present them live, at least. So this Titleist 983E 9.5 degree driver, as you can see, sold for $39.99. And I believe this was part of the lot that I bought a whole bunch of golf clubs. So probably have about $1 into this. Next up are these Topo Athletic women's running shoes. These just sold for $35, as you can see. And I believe I paid about $5. All right, so there you have it. Around $25.52 for this week. So the thing is that is not all profit. So you can probably expect to keep around 50 to 60% of that, because you've also got to account for shipping, your supplies and your items, and outsourcing, and eBay sales fees. And chances are something in that lot will get returned, possibly due to maybe damage on the way, or something doesn't work, or it's not what someone thought. So those are things that you've got to keep in mind. But the thing is if you keep 50 to 60% of that, that's anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500 for this particular week. And we were off pace. We've been averaging closer to $3,300 a week. So this particular week was a good bit off pace, but that's the way it goes. You're going to have your ebbs and flows, but hopefully it gives you an idea of what to look for out there while you're sourcing. And you'll find some value somewhere in this video. But like I said, if you do like content like this, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks so much for tuning in.